Josh Gibson's got the mic in hand at the moment. Who knows where this goes? Gibbo, over to you.
We've got Bevo. Bevo, the backline coach. Round of applause, guys. Don't like you at all, mate. Bevo, obviously a very good-looking man.
You are, mate.
You are. Very good-looking man.
Thanks for it.
Some people out there wouldn't know that you used to be a development coach at Collingwood. It's all right, it's okay. Mate, we just, on a serious note, we want to know what some of the different things you've noticed from being at Collingwood compared to being at the Hawks.
Probably the main one is that I've had to employ 4 people to do my job now over there, so it's probably the main one. No, I think probably the main difference is that at the Hawks, the players really have a bigger effect on each other from a coaching point of view. So the younger guys really feed off the experience, and there's obviously a number of different roles and responsibilities going in week to week, and there's a real growth in how the whole list is actually developed through each other. The coaches obviously play an important role and facilitate that, but I think that's the greatest difference. The players at the Hawks have a bigger influence on each other than maybe the Collingwood players.
We'll cut you there, mate. We know you're the king of long meetings and long speeches. The defenders hate it. But the boys did say you brought a couple of things to lead it to the coaches. Sunglasses at training. That's very your thing.
Yeah, well, it's just simple OH&S. We need to look after our eyes. You look in the crowd, everyone's got sunnies on, and the coaches should do the same. We cop a ribbing, but you just got to stick to your guns.
Now, you were lucky enough to get to coach the group against Brisbane and had a big win, a very convincing win. Now, the guys really enjoy your coaching style. Should Clarko be nervous?
Obviously not, no. Bolts and I have really appreciated the opportunity, and it does help us in our development as coaches to be able to take mainly the last 2 days, really, the game and the training session, all the meetings beforehand. So I know Brucey's looking forward to doing it against the D's this week. It's just a good opportunity. So, and as I've said before, it's a credit to Clarko to be able to delegate like that at this time of the year.
And last question, mate. Obviously, over the break, you've had a lot of head wobble with Lakey winning the Normie. It's really good for the defensive coach to have a defender winning the Normie. But 2014, who's your new young defender that you've been impressed by? Who's going to be the smoky that's going to come up and get your head wobbling once again?
Yeah, well, you won the BNF too, mate, so we'll just dip into that. So I think that the defenders have, there's a sense of pride that, the defenders did, I suppose, bowl so well on the BNF. But this year with the younger guys, there's too many, I don't want to single anyone out, but I've been so happy with the way the younger guys have gone in these 2 NAB2 games. And it's really promising that we've got the underlings coming through, and there's a bit of depth there. And you never know until you're playing against genuine opposition how they're going to go. So they've really put their best foot forward and put pressure on the more experienced guys.
Not too much pressure, I hope. Oh, thanks, Bev. Thanks for dropping by. See you later. We need Bolts, the new forward line coach. Oh, you've got one. So, Bolts, obviously you're a very small man.
Yeah, I'll start by saying, not can you hear me, but can you see me? Because I am the shortest of a very tall coaching group. Yep.
It makes Clarko feel a lot better about himself hiring blokes like you. Now, people have told me that you wear a size 6 in a female shoe. Is that correct?
I'd like a little bit more credit. 7.5 female, I'll get away with you.
Well, mate, how's it been the change going to the forward line? There's a lot of pressure. Every forward line coach has ended up being an AFL coach, if you look at the last 3. So I'm sure Ruff and that other bloke who used to play, he would say that they've had a lot to do with getting those guys senior jobs. You confident you're going to get a gig somewhere next year?
Oh, I don't know about that. I'm more worried about securing a few more premierships at Hawthorn. But what I've been so pleased about with our forwards is guys like Ruffy, Haley and Gunston have been, all an extension of me and selling the message and how selfless they've been. So my job's been really easy to start with.
And controlling the egos? How's that going?
Well, as I said, I thought I might have to stamp on a few egos there, but to date there's been absolutely none. And I think most of the supporters out here have seen our forwards share the ball, and there's been multiple goal scorers, and it's not all just going through Ruffy or all through Haley or Gunston. It's been a mix, so don't have to worry about that.
And obviously taking over the forwards, you gave up your midfield role, and we got, where is he, Brucey, Cam Bruce took over the midfielders, stepping up from a development role. Have you helped him and nurtured him into what's expected to be a midfield coach in any way?
Oh, when he was just finishing playing and being a development coach, probably did most of the work, but I haven't really had to enforce too much on Brucey, because the one thing he always does is ask questions. He's forever asking what's working well now, why and why not, and asking advice on how to do things differently. So I think the midfield are in really good hands with Brucey. Yeah.
And just finally, mate, what are we going to see from the forward line this year? Obviously, we lost one guy. We don't use that name, but we're going to have a different mix. What can the fans expect to see in 14?
I've already mentioned multiple goal scorers, because we know if it goes through one person, you become far too predictable. And what you're going to see is some absolute excitement, because those guys are pretty much all one-touch players, so you should see some clean play when it gets forward.
And big celebrations, I hope.
At times.
Okay. Well, thanks, Bolts, and thanks everyone for turning up.